Hey everybody, Marilyn here. How's everyone doing? Thank you for joining me on this live broadcast from the Old Tree Metaphysical Shop. I'm sitting in one of my favorite sacred spaces right now, my beautiful backyard. Such a blessing to have this space. It's a little bit smoky still here from all of the wildfires that are happening across the United States right now and in BC. Hoping that those get tamed here pretty soon, hoping that not too many of the elder trees have been burnt down, and also hoping that maybe we learn a little bit of a lesson about cleaning up underbrush, taking care of things like that so they don't act as little embers to burn too many of those elder trees. Anyway, the whole reason for this, I was going to do a moon ceremony tonight, and I actually ended up canceling that ceremony because I did a card pull the other day. You know, the sun has entered Virgo now, and so I got into one of my really Virgo-y moods because I am Virgo, and Mother Earth was calling to me. So I went in and I did a little card pull. I asked about the moon ceremony, and instead, what I got when I did this pull, I asked my cards a couple questions, and I just did a little 3-card pull. And sorry, it said it was reconnecting there. Anyway, so I did this little 3-card pull, and I asked the cards to give me messages from Mother Earth. And one of the first things that I asked these cards was, how is Mother Earth hurting most right now? And in that, I got the Maiden, and I got this beautiful Maiden card, but she was upside down. And the Maiden card represents fertility. And so what that meant to me, hello, beautiful Janet, how are you? What that meant to me was that we are raping our planet of her fertile self. She's given to us so much. She has provided to us so much. And yet we continue to take and take and take and take. And we're not giving back as much as we could. Now, these days, with technology being the way that it is and our wonderful minds at work, we are giving back a little bit more by recycling, using a little bit more solar power, finding different ways to fuel our wonderful cars that we drive around in, and all of those things. And bravo for that. But in the same token, we have taken for so long. We need to figure out ways to give back even more. She is in pain. She's hurting. She is burning. She's flooding. She's got volcanoes, earthquakes, hurricanes, monsoons, floods, fires. I mean, everything. Not to mention the souls that live upon her. We really don't act kindly to one another, and we all need to change that. And so that's one of the reasons for this little live broadcasting tonight. So that was the first card I got. How is she hurting the most? She's hurting the most because her fertility is disappearing. She is no longer going to be able to stabilize all of the needs and provide for all of the needs that we have as human beings on this planet, animals alike, everything on this planet, because we continue to take from her. So the next question that I asked her, or that I asked my cards, spirit, divine, whatever you want to say, the next question was, I had to write it down, so hold on one second. I can't even read my own handwriting. Oh, it is what is lacking the most in the souls that live on this planet? What's lacking the most in one of the ways, just one of the ways that we can help her? And what seems to be lacking the most is the 6 of water: compassion, love, empathy, union, the bringing together of all of us in unconditional love and forgiveness. We focus so much on how we dislike one another, what our differences are, things like that, that we don't focus enough time on how we can come together by just respecting those differences, not necessarily ignoring them. That's a little bit much to ask of people, but respecting them. And instead of just seeing what is on the surface of someone or something or a situation that you're looking at, look deeper. You have the capability, we have the capability to see what is inside a person standing in front of us. We have the capability to see beyond the shell of a situation or a thing. We have that capability. Unfortunately, we choose too often to ignore that capability and just judge from what we're seeing on the outside. It's very sad, but it's true. And that is what we do a lot of. So one of the ways that I believe we can help Mother Earth heal is by healing ourselves, by healing our brothers, our sisters, by healing each other's souls with love and compassion and forgiveness and giving and empathy and all of those beautiful, beautiful things. Non-judgment, no judgment whatsoever, one love, united completely forever. We are all souls walking on this planet, covered in this skin that we were given when we were brought here. We all shine. We all have beauty within us. There's no reason for competition. There's no reason for anger. There's no reason for fear. Just love one another unconditionally. So my last question for the cards was, how can we help? That was my last question. How can we help? And in that, I got the 2 of Earth, but the 2 of Earth is reversed. So what she's telling me in this case is that we can help by bringing balance back to our world and the souls that dwell upon it, animals, humans, whatever, just by bringing balance back, just by giving as much as we receive, by receiving as much as we give. You know, to really give love, you have to open yourself up to receiving love as well, and not be afraid of receiving that love. Also, not be afraid of giving unconditionally, without a thank you, without sometimes even being noticed, but giving unconditionally. We don't give for reasons. We give just to give. We give to see the smile on someone's face. We give to give them warmth, to give them food, things like that. So one of the major ways that we can help our planet now is to give back to her, completely. One of the things that I talked about for this live feed was focusing on a promise that we would make to Mother Earth, on how we could help her, how we could give back to her. And one of the ways that my promise in this broadcast is I promise to do a little bit more research into the recycling procedures and things like that for the state of Washington. I read somewhere recently, and it kind of really made me a little bit sad. And I hope that the article is not true, is what I'm hoping. But I read recently that one of the states, I want to say it was Oregon, and so it's really hard for me to believe because, you think Oregon, you think complete green, right? Everybody's recycling, giving back to Mother Earth for sure. So one of the articles that I read was saying something about how Oregon, they have so many wonderful people recycling, but a lot of this recycling lands up back in landfills once again. So I don't know if the article was true or not, but what it did was it sparked a question in my mind, and it sparked wonder in my mind. And from that, I plan to move forward in researching what we do out here in Washington to recycle, because I know that my recycle bin is full come Wednesdays, sometimes spilling out. My trash bin, maybe a bag in there. So I want to make sure that the state of Washington is really recycling what I'm putting out there instead of putting it into a landfill, which essentially is killing our planet. Not only that, not only am I going to check into recycling, but I'm going to try and cut down the things that I do recycle on top of the things that I throw away. So I forget what that's called. I'm having a brain fart right now, but it's definitely lightening my load upon Mother Earth. And that is my promise to her. There's so many different ways that you can help Mother Earth. Check into more solar, check into more different ways of powering your car, different cars that you can buy, which ones are more economic. Check into public transportation. Check into giving back to her in other ways. Go plant some trees. Go clean up some trash. Go to your rivers and clean up your rivers that are being so polluted. The oceans are so polluted now. We have animals, fish dying. There's all kinds of things being brought in, all kinds of chemicals in our food that we're eating now. As my friend Runa says, plant food, not lawns. Think about something like that. There's so many different ways that we can give back to our beautiful planet. And tonight, I just wanted to get as many beautiful souls, light workers, to join in on this live broadcast. Upcycling. Yes, I love that. I love that, April. Yes. I just wanted to check in with all of you and try and get everybody together wherever you're at across this globe to put some beautiful, beautiful light energy back into this wonderful, amazing, magical planet that has given to all of us from the dawn of time. So I just want to say a little prayer. I don't have it written. It's going off the cuff. I can't say I'm going to cover everything, but the most important part is that we all take some time. We sit outside wherever we're at. We get ourselves together. We get all of that light energy in us. We turn on our beacons of light, connecting to divine, grounding into Mother Earth. And at the end, we're all going to go ahead and put our hands onto Mother Earth and hopefully heal her. So, let me just take another drink of my lemonade here. All right, so as I'm doing this, I'm hoping that some of my beautiful fairies will come and join me and be a part of this prayer. Mother Moon, Father Sun, Grandmother Earth, guardians from all around, above, below, in between. The two-legged, the four-legged, the crawlers, the swimmers, the flyers. We call all of you to be with us today, to connect with all of the light workers around this globe, around this beautiful planet. All of us connecting energy together with one another, spiritually hand in hand. We gather in unity to give love and light and healing and nourishment back to this beautiful planet that we all trod upon every day. May we bring her calm, calming the oceans, calming the winds, calming her anger and her pain. May we bring her healing with beautiful big raindrops, no lightning, no thunder, no wind, just beautiful big raindrops that fall upon the lands that need it the most. May the rain quench the fires that are burning all over the world now. Bring peace to them. Heal the grounds underneath them. Cool the anger that Mother Earth is experiencing right now. And bring healing to the roots of the trees that lie underneath. May we be brought wisdom and the ability to see beyond our egos. Wisdom to show us how better we can heal our planet and heal each other. Take away our blindness, take away our ignorance, take away our fear. Help us to recognize each other as souls instead of color, religion, race, sex, just souls. Help us to connect on a level so deep that we travel with the roots under the ground. Show us ways to nourish our planet, not just by planting and then once again reaping the ground that we're planting in, but how to sustain and give back to that ground, give back to the fertility of Mother Earth. Show us ways that we can downsize. Show us ways that we can come together as a community with community gardens, things like that. People riding together in their cars to work, things like that. Show us those different ways. Ways that we can nourish the earth. Ways that we can nourish the waters that feed this earth, the waters that keep us alive. Give us strength to step beyond the unknown. Give us strength to walk together in unity. Give us strength to speak compassionately with love to one another. Give us strength to take on the real issues, what is deep, not the bullshit that lies on the top surface. Give us the strength to be able to fight, but fight on an educated level, not one fed by social media, not one fed by the lies that we are fed on a daily basis, but by education, by learning how we need to give back, by learning how to work our forests, by learning how to plant and feed ourselves. Give us the strength to love one another unconditionally so that we can all learn together and do this together. Give us the faith, the knowing that our shine will never die. Our shine lives brightly within us, and all we have to do is snap our fingers and it is on. Mother Earth, we ask for your forgiveness. And we all make a promise to you today. Figure out what your promise is. We all make a promise to you today that we will give back to you in at least one positive way on the daily. If you all know what your promise is, you can feel free to share it on my page, but I'll hold you to it. Mother Earth, we give you gratitude. We give you gratitude for staying strong this long. Please let us help you now. Please maintain your strength. Let us bring you calm. Let us bring you peace. Let us bring you love, healing, and nurturing. We hear you. We hear you talking to us with the volcanoes, the fires, the floods, the rains, the hurricanes, the earthquakes. We hear you. We hear you. We acknowledge you. See our light shine. And let us give back to you. Accept and receive our love unconditionally as we have received yours. If all of you are sitting outside, please just take a moment and envision in your hands white orbs of light, just like spheres of squishy light in your hands. Sometimes it helps me just to snap that on and then they pop in. So if that's for you, try that. What we're going to do is we are all going to put our hands onto the earth and infuse healing energy into the ground. Imagine it traveling all around the globe, into our oceans, into the volcanoes, into the earthquake openings, into the lands that are burning right now. So many, so many. Envision rain falling down, no thunder, no lightning, just beautiful big drops of nourishing, healing rain onto the desert lands that need it, onto the fiery lands that need it. Envision that happening when you lay your hands upon earth. And let's go ahead and do that now. Mother Earth, thank you so much. Accept my healing love and know that I will do my part every day to show you how grateful I am for you. Thanks everybody for joining me. Nice to have you. I hope that you make a promise to Mother Earth to give back to her. She needs us now. Stupid, I'm crying, whatever. She needs us now, so give back to her in love and light and in gratitude. Thank you all for joining me. Blessed be, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.